I love this guy. He's one of my favorite musicians. He's an amazing producer. And I'm excited to get to listen to him today. Okay. Let's make sure that my audio is working, by the way. Make sure it's working just fine. Let's see, you're here? Oh, it's working just fine. Okay. Perfect. So. Oops, didn't mean to punch the mic. It's a bit loud. That's better. Okay. Start off with this is the cover of the box. It's black and blue, or it's white and blue, not even white and black, but you can't really see the colors on it too well. But this is the cover of the actual instruction manual. Kind of gives you a better idea. What's interesting about this particular Gundam model is that it's never been in an anime before. This has only ever been in a manga. Not even a very good manga. In fact, I'd say it's bad. Oh, I was wondering why my space felt so open and so. I just had so much space here. I just realized literally none of my tools were out of their cases. Is why. It hasn't been that long where I forgot that I have stuff that I use. Here it is. These are the default tools I usually use, but I'll wait. Maybe I'll need some more later. Which one's this? This is C? Let's go here for now. Giving myself a out at maybe 10:30 maybe, because I started a bit later than normal. But I don't think I'm going to want to do this for a while tonight, but I definitely wanted to get started. Because it's been a long time since I've done one of these builds, and I want to finish the kits that I have, you know? I want to get these all built and set up, display set up. Surprised how many of these plastic wrappings only have one runner in them. Okay, I say that, this one has two. Oh, the stickers are here. This, I guess I'll have to wait and see if this is going to be a factual statement. But this seems like less overall than the last build. Right back. Seems like, even though there might be the same amount of runners, the pieces are bigger maybe, so there's going to be less to do. The sticker sheet is definitely smaller. There are a lot of stickers here for sure, but the sheet is smaller. No question about that. Here we go. Not sure if anyone remembers what that looks like. I also forgot to buy the better version of this app, Sue Me. Alright, this can go here for now along with this. These are going to be the last things I do with this, so if I even do one of those at all. Okay, E. F. Ooh, two Fs? I guess they're the same. Not even F1 and F2, or it's just F, so it must be the exact same sheet. Interesting. This is A. Okay, A goes here. This is B. This is B? Just this? That's surprising. You know what? You can go here. D. C and D again. So both D and F have carbon copy sheets for each other. So I'm guessing that the arms and the legs maybe have no variation between them and are exactly the same. Interesting. I wonder how that's going to work for the joints and stuff. I wonder if they're completely swappable. Guess I'll find out over time. E, F. Okay, yeah, definitely. Looking at this now, no question there's less pieces. It's not even up for discussion. Okay. So, let's start. Okay, step 1. The core fighter. Interesting. So my build, is the core fighter separate? Or is it something that attaches? No, it attaches. Interesting. And overall, looking at this number of steps this has, it's about 2 pages shorter than the previous build. But that's also counting maybe something I'm not even going to do. And even if I did, it would take like a second to do it anyway. So this is going to be a significantly shorter build. That said, it will more than likely not be a one stream thing. I would be shocked if I completed this today. It's not going to happen. Stop making me do it. Okay. Why does it look like that? Why is it all blue and shit? Is it like A4? I want to see what this looks like. Interesting. And the sheet, it's like a blue tint to it. But in real life, it's like just a white, glossy plastic. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Time to actually start. B, the smallest one is first. Okay, get rid of all of these little pieces as I'm being instructed to. Did this one not even get cut? How did that happen? How did some of these just not get cut? Okay. How does this work? Move while holding both sides. This is delicate right off the bat. So I have to basically make it like it's on 4 legs instead of laying down flat. This is weird. Then I bend it like so. Okay. Then E21 is here. And since this is the exact same type of kit that the last one was, like the Titanic gloss finish, I doubt I'm gonna even want to do any sort of lining on it, so I'm not even gonna bother bringing up the pens this time around. Okay, I want to make sure that this is properly done. Okay, that should be good. And then I take this, and I slot it in. And I see. Interesting. This is weird. I don't know how this is gonna work. Okay. Now I understand. That makes a lot of sense. Cool. It's like already, it's like a little cross, a little X for the crossbone. Okay, so at once. So it's, oh, whoa! Didn't mean to do that. Come on, don't be a jerk. Stay in place, please. Okay, how did I get this to say so well the first time? Check to make sure it moves. How do I do that without opening it up again? Okay. Definitely moves, but I just don't know how to get it to move properly. View from the side. Yeah, that's the right view from the side. Okay. Should be fine. Yes, okay, I see. Yes, this moves. It moves. Okay. Okay, moving on to the next part. After figuring that out. Times 4. Okay. Interesting. D18, F32. So all of these. Okay. Interesting. We're doing the back part of it first. That is surprising. Okay. So, getting out all the D18s, getting them out of the way. So we're doing this 14 times, or 4 times. Then may as well do it efficiently. Okay, so these are D. And now for F. F, what number was it again? F32. Here it is. Okay. And then I just realized I forgot to respond to a text from my mother, so I'll be doing that once I cut these out. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be a rude little boy. Leave her hanging for the next few hours, you know? So let me just do that quickly. It's a long app. There you go. Okay. Text sent. I'm assuming text received. Do I do any stickers yet? I didn't think so. A32, so I have to do that 4 times. Oh, they're all yeller. Okay. Is that part flipped? Can I just... Yeah, it's probably best if I... Oh, probably best if I do it like this. These are very thin here. Oh. These are small, but thankfully they're yellow. And my floor is kind of... It's brown, so it's not the best color for yellow, but it's different enough where I could spot it. The fuck? Okay, these are a little flimsy and thin, so that was easy to take out. Okay, so take one of these. I take one of these. And I insert it here. If I have the dexterity too. Okay. Okay. And then I take just, I guess, one of these random ones. And I insert it here. And then I take one of these black pieces here. And attach it like so. So, end result's going to be 4 of these little pieces all together. Let's see, now that I've done it once, let's see if I can sort of easily speed through it, you know? You feel me? Oh my god, this fucking piece sucks. Is the side over? Yes, it is. The side A of the first part of this record is over. So let me go flip that over. Okay. I think this is in there pretty well. So I'll take one of you, put you in through here. There we go. You know what? I feel like this would be faster if I do it like this. If I just sort of do it piecemeal instead of doing them all in one go. Maybe it's the opposite of what I mean is what I'm doing. I don't know. This is a bit of a chiller stream tonight. I'm not going to be, I think, at least I'm not going to attempt to be as vocal as I try to normally. I know I'm talking about the same, but it might be a moment where I sort of just slip into silence for a bit. I hope you don't mind. I hope the music is enough to keep you entertained. Just a bit tired. You know? And you might be asking, then why are you streaming? Because I want to. Because it's fun. Okay. That's 4 right there. What's next? F-35. And oh, I have to do this 4 times. Okay, so F-35 and F-37, 4 of each. F-35 goes there. F-37 goes down here. Okay, let's do the other F. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. That's F-35 cut out. And then F-37 is also out. Okay, so pay attention to orientation. Got it. Just want to make sure that this is the proper way. I don't know how this is going to work with this being the way it is, with it being so loose. I don't get it, but whatever. So, I take this piece. I pick one of these at random, I guess. And facing it this way, I snap it down onto here. I take one of these, and I put it there. Oh, there is a certain way. Okay. So these little edges. Okay, I see. Okay, these are for the boosters. In fact, you know what? No. Also, I'm now going back to work on a more full-time basis again instead of I was working full-time before this, but I mean, instead of working from home, I'm going back again to actually going into the office, which we had been doing for a while anyway. But then during the winter, the Christmas time break, we got a notification from the top of the cream of the top of the squawk of the walk themselves. Is this wrong? Hold on. Saying that, hey, January is a wash. Don't come in, do everything online. Which was fine by me, especially because it helped me do a lot more of these builds. Before this, I was only doing them on weekends. But Tuesdays I have as a work from home day now. Every Tuesday I just stay home and do what I was doing over that month break. So I figured today would be a good day, if I'm going to do it during a weekday, to do a Gunpla build, because I won't be as tired at the end of the day, you know? You know what? This is falling out, so I'm just gonna. Trying to make this basically a T. I think that's about as good as I can do it. Okay, no stickers yet. This is genuinely very interesting. All right. So now I did all that, and now I have to bend them this way. This is a bit nerve-wracking, honestly. I have to admit, the entire time I've been working on this piece, I've been very nervous about something snapping, but so far everything has been working out great. Okay, C25 and A26. Let's get A out real quick. A26. Where's 26 at? Is it the yellow one? Yes, it is. A26. And then, what was it? C something? C25. Oh, I found it instantly. Okay, so step one of this, face this way and face this that way. I believe. Maybe. Aha, yes. And, okay, like so. Okay. And then E20 and C26. So tiny. Okay. So it's asking me to put this in a very particular way. I almost did it wrong. Okay, so first up, this piece goes in here. And this piece goes in here. So that's how it stays in place then, because I can't imagine this opening up now anymore. Almost done with the core fighter. This part's taking a bit longer than I assumed it would, I'm going to be honest. A4 and A13. A4, A13. Okay. And with this, I need to cut out some of these little knobs. Okay. So, like so. Okay. And then I just slot this in like so. Oh, hold on. Hold up. Hold up. That's better. Okay, here is the core fighter. Again, not sure how well it comes out on the camera, but looks pretty good to me, IRL. Still, oh my goodness, I guess I spoke too soon. There's still one more step, but it's a pretty long one. Let's see here. So next up will be the legs, and then the waist, the chest, then the arms, and then I'm assuming the head. Did I get that right? Yes, I did. Okay. Where does that come in? I guess I'll find out sooner or later. Okay, let's finish up this core fighter. A14 and D15. 14 is here again. Just a minuscule piece. Trying to trim the edges a bit better. And D15. What? Only the one? I wonder where the rest of these fall into. There's one here, and there's one here. So where does the second one go, I wonder? Guess I'll find out sooner or later. D. This is D, and then 15. again, need to... Oh, is it time already to switch to LP2 side C? Okay. See, this album, I'm not a big rap guy, but there's something about the beats in Nujabes's music that keeps me listening. Okay, where was I? Oh, right. This shit. Okay. It's gotta be like this, right? Oh, hold on. And then you slide in, oh wait, E22. So then you slot into, does it matter which way? Just as long as it's one of these two ways, I guess. And then you go here. Okay. Looks pretty damn good. A29, D17. There's two A29s here, so I guess I'll cut them both out. Oh boy, again, so small. I hope these are the smallest pieces I have to deal with, because this is rough. What is it on D17? Ah, this is the Gatling gun piece. D17 once again. Okay. And then two F-34s. Okay, and then the other F-34. So, which piece goes where? So the bigger piece snaps on like so. And then goes here. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty goddamn good. But this fucker flying at you, but it wouldn't be that blurry in real life. Alright, you know what? It's time for what I like to call a progress pick. Yeah, this way. Let's show all the runners. I always like to get one photo that shows the amount of runners I have, whether it's big or small. I gotta deal with them all, baby. Okay. So, it's time now to move on to the legs. And it's telling me, interestingly enough, to do all of this twice over before I move on to the leg joints. Interesting. Okay, so that's to get around it. So the actual foot and leg are the same. You have the same exact pieces, but then there's a separate part for the leg joints. Interesting. Where's the right leg joint? Where's the right thing? Huh? Left leg? Where's the right leg? Am I crazy? Oh. I am crazy. I'm very crazy. Ignore everything I just said. You only have the exact same thing for the feet. The legs are different. Okay. Zip my lip before I talk next time, I guess. Okay. Getting hot. F8 and F17. Where's 8? There it is. F8. So this time I'm going to do these one at a time. I'm not going to do each step together like for the last thing I did, because that might confuse me. F17 or 17. Here it is. So hold this like so, and this like so, and slot them in like that, and there you go. F2 and F6. 2? Oh, okay. 2 is here. And then F6. Okay, so first off, hold this like so, this slides into here so that this can slide into here. Okay. Put this down like that for now. Okay, F1 and F16. This is an interesting Gundam to build because I don't really have that much of an attachment to the source material where it comes from, as opposed to a lot of the other ones that I've been building. I actually really dislike the source material. I think it's not very good, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. The manga is terrible, boring, just very, very who cares stuff. But some of the design that it has, especially the titular Crossbone Gundam, are superb. So even though there has been a giant push from Gundam fans to get an anime adaptation of said manga, I totally understand why they aren't doing it. Where does this fucking go? This goes here. Okay. This is sort of a heel joint, I guess. And then you, facing this way, slot into here. And just like that, there's still more work to be done. D25. F7. Oh, the bottom of the foot. The sole. And then A16. The red that this has. It's a very dark shade, and I think it looks very good. Okay, so first off, I want to take this, slot it here. Ooh. This part goes hard in the best way possible. Do 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 do. Fucking kicks ass. Okay, and then 3. This bends. And then D27 and A18. Let's get A18 out first. Where are you, A18? Here you are. Yes, it's time to flip over to side D. But before I do, I'm going to finish out this foot, D27. Nice little white on red action here for the top of the foot. I think that'll look lovely. An interesting thing, though, about having read the manga and then never having an anime to sort of draw off of, is that I'm not really used to seeing this Gundam with color. So it'll be very cool to have that, you know, just to be able to look at it whenever I want. Oops, daisy. Okay. Hey, I don't know about you, but I'd say that's 1 foot down. You know? That's 1 foot good to go. Okay, flipping this over. Alrighty. Time for the other foot. Let's do it again. Swap to the other F. That is F8 and F17. Or 17. There it is. Okay. F2, F6. That's right. So, that's why I stood you up like this. F16 and F1. Let's get F1 out first. F16. Stretch a bit. Hurt my back yesterday. I was coming home from work. I was carrying a couple heavier things than normal. When I got back to my apartment, I felt that pull, you know? It's never a good feeling. The latter half of this album, I think, is The first half of this album is good. I like it, but the latter half really just is on another level. I think it's fantastic. This song is a good example of why. A16. Come on, A16, F7. Was it again? D25. Okay, and the bottom goes a little something like this, and then this part goes in. Oh, almost didn't notice. This part goes in like so. Okay. D27, A18. So here's what I'm thinking. Judging by the pace I'm going now and how I feel, because I'm surprised, I'm a bit more tired than I thought I'd be. I think I'm going to get to the waist. I'm going to do the legs and the waist. I think I'll call it a night. How many of these have you streamed now? This 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be my 5th. This will be my this is my 6th stream because one of them was 2 streams, but this is my 5th build. Also, what is up, Hitmonchan? Still have to do A18. Okay, this slots in the back like so, and this goes on the top like so. Okay, that's 2 little feet locked and loaded. Am I going to be lost if I don't watch the first 4? Yeah, the arc that I've had throughout these is really something you gotta see for yourself, so I recommend going through my archives channel and watching them all. Okay, the right leg. Let's see how many pages. If I'm gonna do what I said, I only have 1, 2, 3 pages technically. And after that, I would have 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to do what I'm saying. To do the maybe I'll just do the legs. It depends. It depends on where I'm at when I finish the legs. If I want to do the waist or not. I know, because I got to do the stickering too. So okay, yeah, I'll do the legs and the waist more than likely tonight. All right, right leg first off, according to this instruction manual here. So I guess that's what we're doing. F11, and god damn it, I see an F12. There. Should be more careful next time for this one, because I almost lost that piece. take F12 and slot it into F11 like this. Okay. Then F13 and F14 have to get snapped on as well. And wouldn't you know it? Like 2 peas in a pod, they are. $14, $13. So take this. F13 and have this sort of groove on through to here. Okay. Next up is F15. Where are you? There you are. Oh wait, no, I don't have to snap it. I can just twist it. And then, what was the other piece? A30. Oh, 2 little A30s right here for me to cut. So I just also, I guess, I can talk, if I'm just gonna be rambling about whatever, I beat Sable today. That game was really, really good. I don't know, honestly, how well known that game is, how popular it is, how well reviewed it is. No idea, honestly. I didn't look it up, didn't read any reviews. I just played it for myself, and I loved it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Why did I cut both of these out? I'm so dumb. Leave that one there for now. And I'm sad that it's over. It's not really a game that I can replay in the near future, which is also kind of a bummer because it's very much a game about exploration. And if you explore, if you explore everything, then, well, there's nothing left to find, So like this. Okay. I wish this looked a bit more. I think I have it right. I think I've seen like 3 different people stream it. It looked okay. It's great, honestly. Well, I should also put a little asterisk on it. You have to enjoy a certain kind of game. I mean, I'm gonna say one of those games, and it's gonna be like, well, everyone likes that game. But one of them is Breath of the Wild, but not in every aspect of Breath of the Wild. There's no combat. There's no real story, but like a story isn't really an important part of Breath of the Wild. But it's the exploration aspects of Breath of the Wild, along with the sort of open, desolate world, and just finding what there is in that world and using it to your advantage to sort of advance yourself in standing in that world, and then the other one is, well, not any one game, but it's the Team Ico games like Shadow of the Colossus, Last Guardian, games like that, which are some of my favorite games, believe it or not. What's this one? And oh my goodness gracious, I'm just realizing there's like 3 different things I have to do here, so I'm going to shut up for a second and focus. Uh, Interesting. Okay. So yeah, it's a game where there's a lot of puzzles, a lot of genuine, heartfelt dialogue, which is hard to really explain any further than that without you playing it. Um, but yeah, it's great. I loved it a lot. It doesn't look very interesting from what I've seen, but it's on Game Pass. Maybe I should try it. I've been playing Disco Elysium recently. You ever play that? I would say honestly, it's the perfect Game Pass. Sable's the perfect Game Pass game because the tutorial area of that game really tells you all you need to know about what the game's going to be. And I would recommend at least getting to the part where you leave the tutorial area, because that has a moment that really blew me away. It really, really hit me hard, that one moment. All the dialogue, all the things leading up to that moment, and then when you leave that zone and just you finally the world opens up to you, it's just so good. And no, I bought Disco Elysium on sale on Steam during the summer, I think. And that's on my list. It's on my very long list of games I need to get to, but I really wanna do it at some point because I've heard so many good things about Disco Elysium. How are you digging the Jay Brecky OST? I liked it. There's I don't listen to them really, or her. I'm not sure if it's a band or if it's one person, but I don't listen to them really at all. So I knew they were like an indie rock band, or an indie rock artist or something. So I was taken by surprise when there's only like one or two songs that are indie rock in the whole game. It's mostly just like ambient stuff, and it's really good. It's gorgeous. The music is one of the best parts of that game, and I I noticed that the Sable soundtrack was on sale. For the vinyl was on sale back before I played. And I was like, I haven't played this game. Why would I? I don't even know what the OST is. I'm not going to get this. I regret that so much now because that would have been so cool to have. And I'm sure now it's so expensive because it's out of print. I think it was a limited time thing. Oh well. I have enough soundtracks to last me a while anyway, so can't say I'm beating myself up over it too hard, as much as I did enjoy the music. I'm thinking for the next album, let's do more of the same, shall we? Where are you? There you go. You go here, I take you out. The next album coming up is the album previous to the one you just listened to. This is Nujabe's Metaphorical Music. Can't believe I had to look at that. I'm ashamed. But this has some great songs on it. And one of my favorite of his is on here as well. For any of you fucking nerds out there, you might know Nujabes as someone who did the music for Samurai Champloo. So if you're a fucking nerd like I am, that should be very cool to hear. It looks like there's a vinyl run that you can pre-order that will come out in April, May for Stable's soundtrack. Good to know. I might check that out. Thank you. Did you just look that up, or is that something that you were aware of? I appreciate that either way. Good shit. I didn't have money for when Fat Beats, I think, put out some reprints the other year, but I love all his work. R.I.P. Absolutely. Yeah, these are so expensive. I have to say, like, Japanese imports for these vinyls are the most expensive records I have. So I have to like really want one when I buy them. So I have 3 of his, and I have a few City Pop records. Those aren't all expensive. Actually, some of those have been pretty cheap. The 1 or 2 of them have been worth a pretty penny. But the ones that are the most expensive are the Studio Ghibli OSTs that I've bought. Worth every goddamn penny, because Joe Hisaishi, however you pronounce his last name, this music is incredible. But, oh my god, it's so much money. I bought them though. They're bought. I don't have to buy them again. So that's the golden part of this. Is that I've been actually, like, I've noticed myself slowing down my record collecting because I have most of what I wanted to begin with. There's obviously, I don't have everything. That's gonna be impossible with how much rare shit there is and that I want. But for the most part, I have like a good, I'd say maybe 80% of what I wanted to get to begin with, either bought or on the way eventually, or pre-ordered for somewhere. So I've been slowing down my purchases, and that felt good to know that like I've gotten a lot of what I wanted out of this already, and I just have my collection, and I can listen to whatever I want, whenever I want. It's just a very good feeling. I double-checked for the price. Makes sense. I'll look into that. Depends on the price for me. I'm not gonna say what. I'm not gonna give any money talk right here. But I might pick that up. It was very good. The music was awesome. Though I think first I'm gonna listen to it all the way through on YouTube to make sure that it's enjoyable by itself. You know, 30 that's very good. I can do that. No, that's not even an issue. So now the issue, like I said, was going through it on YouTube and saying, do I enjoy this as a soundtrack, as its own thing, separately? Because it happens sometimes. Like Tales of Symphonia, I thought has really, really great music. But I listened through the soundtrack of that recently by itself, and it didn't resonate with me very much, even though all the comments were saying like, it's like the best soundtrack ever. Maybe they're right. I don't know. I don't agree, but for some reason, just listening to it by itself didn't do anything for me at all. So I'm going to do that with Sable and see what happens. Anyway, let's move on to the rest of the leg, shall we? F10, F9. And coming up next, also for my game playing, is I just picked up the newest Pokemon. Believe it or not, I'm almost 30 years old. I haven't played a Pokemon game in forever. Is this the right one? Hold on. This is the right one. In forever, I want to reiterate. I think that's not true. Maybe like in 2015, I played Pokemon Black and White on a 3DS emulator. Or a DS emulator, whichever one it was on, I don't even remember. Before that, I played Pokemon Diamond. Before that, I think I played... I think Pokemon Blue. I think it was Blue. Then I didn't play Pokemon. Then I played Diamond. Then I played Pokemon Black, I think was the one I chose. And now I'm playing this one because it's apparently what everyone wanted. You know, apparently it's not perfect. And the graphics, I still am going to be adamant, are unacceptably garbage. But I can forgive that if it's very fun. It just boggles my goddamn mind that the largest like media franchise in the world straight up check what? Okay, that's okay. Cool. Anyway, that the largest franchise in the world can't fucking afford to make a more modern game, regardless of it's on the Switch, so it can't be like super high tech. I get that. That's not my complaint. It looks like a fucking PS2 game from what I've seen, and that's ridiculous. I get okay. They don't have a large team. They don't want to do crunch. Great, I respect that. Hire more people. You can afford it. There's no way you can't. Anyway, I have the soundtrack for Sayonara Wild Hearts on vinyl despite not owning anything to play it on. That's something I wish I had done back in the day, honestly, was buy stuff that I saw on sale before I even had a record player, because then it's gone, you know, and then it's like, oh, now it's I have to spend $100 if I want it. I don't want to do that. So you made the right decision, because maybe one day you'll decide, fuck it, I'll buy one of these fucking turntables, record player, and I have one already. I'm glad people are really enjoying it. I love reminding people that only like under people work on Game Freak despite being the biggest IP. I went yellow, leaf green, part of Pearl, Sun sucked, and I have an unopened copy of Shield I'm never gonna play. I considered getting Pokemon Shield or Sword or whichever one to begin with, but I took a stance on them just being a garbage company with how they were treating it. Like, whatever. All the Pokemon not being in it, I don't love it. It's not the end of the world. I do think all the Pokemon should be in it. It doesn't make any sense for them not to, except I realized that later they put them in as DLC, so they could have put them in to begin with. They just chose not to because they wanted more money. That's fucked up. But just the way it looked, the way that they were sort of tricking people and thinking it was a more open world Pokemon when it wasn't, it sucked, you know? Like, I didn't like that. So now this one, I waited for reviews. I've seen a lot of people talk about it. I've seen a lot of friends talk about it. And I would say 9 out of 10 people that I've seen talk about it are really praising it. Same people who would go, admittedly, oh, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield are great for the most part, but overall, what I've heard about it, I've been happy with, so I bought it, and I'm excited to play it at some point. I've heard the tutorial is monstrously long, so I'm not looking forward to that. I fucked up. I need to... This is 21, and this is 23. Okay, I have it. It's all set. This is Pokemon discrimination. No Chimchars allowed. 21, 23, and 21. Okay, so I also need 30 and 29. Also, a very small thing about that game that I've seen that I like is that starters are just, like, capturable. That's cool. I wish... admittedly, I haven't played them all. I've only played a few. But from the ones I have played, starter Pokemon from previous games aren't catchable until, like, you get to, like, the Safari Zone, or whatever the fuck you call it. That's stupid. Why are these Pokemon so rare if they're just a Pokemon that someone will just give to a little kid? Anyway. Again, I'm almost 30 and I'm ranting about Pokemon. That's where I am right now in my life. I had a fucking thing to cut, but it's gone now. Where'd it go? Huh? Oh, it's this one. C27. But let's say I heard that the tutorial is monstrously long and is a slog, so I kind of want to get that started as soon as possible, so I can get through it as soon as possible. An A10. I'm surprised I haven't needed a single sticker yet. Is it all? Are they all saving them all for like the very end? Have I missed them? I guess they're just saving them for me to do them all at once when I finally, when I finally make it completely. I guess that makes sense. And then D26. And then this. I need to trim a little bit. Interesting. It's not how I expected that little kneecap they put there to work, but I like it a lot. I'm really digging how this is looking, honestly. And I'm nothing if I'm not honest to you, my friends. Check something real quick. Okay, that's how it's supposed to look. Okay, I don't want to smush it too hard then. Okay. Next up, I'm almost done with this leg. That's pretty cool. C20. Am I bigged up, by the way? I know you do. Is it only side A? Wow. Okay. I was doing C20. So it wants me to cut this? Okay. And then it wants me to put this here. Weird. This part's very strange. Ah, I see what they're saying. Okay. Confusing because I didn't look far enough down. D32, D31. It's 32. This is 31. G31 goes here, and then D32 gotta go over here. Hold up. Whoops. Whoop. Okay. Thankfully, that was easy to take off and re-put in. Okay. D28. Then I take this here. I think that's locked in. Take this. And I snap. Oh, no, that's not locked in. Anything but, apparently. Don't be a little punk. Here's the song. I love this song. That ain't good, I don't think. Okay, that's fine now. Don't know how to get both of these to snap in together at the same time, except I think I just did it. So I guess I do know how. So ignore what I just said. Okay. God damn. And then I take one of these feet, and you know what? It's gonna be this one. Because it's the one I picked up first. And I slot it into the middle. And wouldn't you know it, I got a goddamn leg. Fully built. Okay. Progress pick. I mean, to be fair, this isn't really completely Nuja based. It's a substantial remix, but it's another song that he's remixed. So it's not like it's all original from on his part. As much as I love him, that set of song is so good. Anyway, time to move on to the left leg, leftus legis. Why did I say that? You tell me. F11, F12, starting from the very beginning. And these are all going to be the same parts, except for maybe just like one or two. It's going to be very interesting to see what the differences are. Also, it really depends on what your definition of very interesting is. A leftist leg, yeah. This one's the right, and this one's the left. So, this one's sort of like a fascist. This one hasn't really been fully formed yet, so it doesn't know what it believes in, but knows it's left. F14. Oh, guess while I'm sort of just bullshit talking, anyone here watch Ozark? I do. I have yet to get past episode 1 of the new season. Not because I don't like it, but I've just been a bit busy playing Sable. But I'm curious what people think. The more I think about that show, the more I think it's just very average. I like it enough. I started watching it right when the pandemic started in 2020. So it's cool to have the new season finally come, but I'm surprised at how little I've been feeling a rush to finish it. 30. So I'm curious if... Oh, yeah, I already cut this out. Hell yeah. F15. I'm curious what people might think about it. About not specifically the new season, just the show in general, you know? I think that season 1... I can't even speak on that anymore. It's been 2 years, I guess, now that I think about it. A little bit less, but almost. It's crazy to think about. It's really nuts to think that it's almost 2 years since the pandemic started. That is fucking depressing. And here I am, you know? 2 years later, I survived. I'm tough. And you know how it is. Did I do this right? I don't know if I did that right. I don't think I did that right. 2 years absolutely does feel like forever, no question. It's crazy to think about, not like mentally, but like physically, where I was then and now. It's just like, it's crazy. It was a completely different location. You know, I moved in the middle of all this. God damn it, how the fuck do I get this out of here? Don't know why I did this. This is worthless. Does it matter, maybe, even? Maybe it doesn't even matter, honestly. I should probably get it out regardless. Wow. Immediately when I used this other tool that worked. That's insane. Okay, this is the right way. Okay. I did it. I fixed it. I'm surprised that's the first time I've had to do a fix like that today. That's usually way more, way earlier. What's crazy, also, you wouldn't believe it, because, you know, I still got all this going on. All the gut. You can't, I guess you can't. I'm not sure how well it comes off on the camera. Honestly, I'm not complaining if it doesn't. But, I was about 25 to 30 pounds heavier when the pandemic started. And it's weird knowing that, I'm not saying this as like a brag. I'm saying it's weird that so many people that not that I know, but I know of, rather, gained a lot of weight during the pandemic, and somehow, through no real effort, I somehow lost a lot of weight. I'm very grateful for that, because I didn't like how heavy I had gotten, and I wasn't sure how I was going to fix that in a reasonable way. But in the end, I just got depressed, sort of, like everyone I'm sure did. And it helped me not be hungry. It helped me go to bed later and wake up later, so I really only had like one meal a day, you know? And that shit sucked. It sucked real hard. But like I said, where does this go first? This goes here? Huh? This goes here. It sucked real bad, but it helped me lose weight. I'm in a much better state mentally now than I was back then. In a lot of different ways. Yes, like this. Right? Is this right? Yeah, this is right. But it just let me, like, everyone went through a depression like that when it first started, you know? Like, I also had it way better off than most people. Like, so many people I know like had no real way of communicating with others aside from like a phone call or text when the pandemic first started. Obviously now Zoom is everywhere and that's what people do now. But when it first started, that wasn't really a thing that was in like the common vernacular as much. So I was lucky that I had so many friends just on Discord that I've been talking with for years and years and years. So it wasn't any different just hopping on and talking to them like I would any night. So that was already like that was easier for me. But just like not being able to do anything, I had just started trying to go out on dates again after not really wanting to for a while. And so when I literally had to break off something that I've been starting with someone I've been seeing because we'd had like 2 dates and they'd be going good. But when I realized I didn't know how long this pandemic was going to last, I said, "Hey, listen, this could take a while. We've been on like 2 dates. I don't like you're great. I'm sure that in better circumstances it could have worked out really well, but I don't want to have like a long distance relationship with someone I'm not in a relationship with. So let's just wait and see where the pandemic goes. We'll talk about this later, and we'll figure it out when it calms down." And I assumed back then, this is back in when people assumed that maybe like a 2 month thing, 3 months max. Uh, After those 3 months, ooh, no. She contacted me again after like 5 months, and this was around the time people were getting comfortable seeing other people if they were not like going outside and shit. So she came over, we talked, decided not to move forward with that, and which I think was for the best because I don't know. I feel like it would have been good to go into the pandemic already dating someone, but I think dating someone and getting to know them first during the pandemic is a bit tough. So I'm glad I didn't bother with that. Bother might be the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Okay. But anyway, I lost a lot of weight. I'm happy now. Build a Gunpla. So you're only like 90% of the man you were 2 years ago? That's very true. Not so fat, Alex. This is depressing but relatable. You're asking if we're really ahead of the curve. Yes, all those statements are true. Every single one of them. It's crazy, you know? 2 years is a long time. Me and the gamers talk about this a lot. Me and the Siege gamers talk about this a lot, but we went to Montreal to go to the Siege Invitational. That's coming up. The 2-year anniversary, that's coming up in like a week. Maybe this week even, now that I think about it. And that was like the last thing that we did before the pandemic. Like the pandemic technically had started. It just hadn't hit our side of the world yet. And I think literally the week after I came back from that trip, I was told to go home for the break. Or for a break, to go home and like come back later and we're gonna see what's going on. And then that was a year, a year of home living, home working rather. Everyone kind of lives in their own home. I guess is kind of how that goes. But you know what I mean. It's nuts, dude. This one is definitely here. Why can't I put you through? Okay, there you go. And then you. What was I doing? Turning the page is what I was doing. So let's see. If everything is how I want it to go and I don't fuck anything up or whatever, don't change my mind, Only 2 more pages for tonight, and then I'm calling it a stream. If this was, I think, any other stream that I've been doing, I think I might have just built this whole thing in one night. I think I could do that. Like a 4-hour stream maybe, but not in that mood. No, I don't think I'm in that right headspace. I think I'm already getting a bit fatigued, which is scary. Don't know why. I didn't do anything today. Maybe that's why. I didn't warm up my brain. Now I'm just sort of like in rest mode all day. I mean, I worked, but wasn't anything strenuous. Just answering phones. Thinking about it, I don't think my boss was super excited that I was working from home today. I don't know why. Not my boss, my manager rather. 30 is here. Even though it's like an order from on high, he wants us to come to work every day. I think it's because he's anxious about us being short-staffed. But I think we're past that point now of that, like, happening. After the first week of the semester started, I think that everyone sort of gets into a rhythm and they don't really need our help anymore. For anyone who doesn't know, and maybe I've never talked about this. I don't know if anyone knows what I do as a job. I work in AV at a college, and And it is a very nice job that I like a lot. Honestly, like genuinely, I think it's really a great job, and I'm very happy that I have it. And it's very relaxed. There's always, like, every semester, there's always, like, there might be, like a couple weeks stretch where it's sort of like, oh man, this is stressful, this is tiring, I'm exhausted. But other than that, other than those like little tiny weeks, like maybe like the first week of the semester, the last week of the semester, maybe a week randomly in between the start and the end. Besides those, what the fuck? There you go. Besides those, it's smooth sailing. Like, you go into work, you sit down at your desk, you wait for classes to start, you go do one thing, you come back, sit at your desk doing whatever you want to for an hour and a half, repeat. It's rare, it's super rare, that you'll get a call in the middle of class time, because usually people have AV problems right when they get into class and they're just turning their stuff on. So when it's like, imagine a class starts at 12, let's say. You'll get a lot of stuff to do at 12. So you'll either get pre-requested jobs to go and help someone out, or someone will call saying, oh, the projector isn't turning on, I need help. And so you go to help them. It's rare that you'll get something at 12:30 because everyone's already been starting their class at that point. It happens because sometimes they'll be doing something else and say, okay, now it's time to start the lesson, and then they'll turn on the projector and like, oh, I can't figure it out. What does a college AV guy even do? That's a fantastic question. I go to classrooms and I turn on projectors. That's about 90% of the job. Though nowadays it's barely even that. I answer a phone and say, did you turn it on? Have you pressed this button yet? Okay, no problem. You're welcome. Have a good day. And because I told them that, they did it, and it works. And then you might say, how the hell do you have a job? If that's all you do, why can't they do it themselves? Well, number one, they're very dumb, as even though they're teaching college-level courses, professors don't know shit about dick. Okay? They know, apparently, being a professor means you know the topic that you're teaching, and that's it. Number two, if something actually does break, you you have to have someone who knows how to fix it. And we are those people. So while 90% of the job is you didn't turn it on, 10% of the job is actually, oh, we actually have to do something. Which is where the hard work comes in between semesters, where you go to all the classes and make sure everything is in working order, fixing stuff, making sure everything's all good. You know, it's a maintenance. That's the word. And it's other than that, it's chill. Like tomorrow, this is what I'm assuming is gonna happen tomorrow. I get into work at 12. I sit down at my desk until I think 1:10 is the start time. No, 12:55 is the class start time. So maybe around 12:45, 12:50 I get up, go do something if there's something to even do. Sometimes there isn't even anything to do during a class time. Some professors just, some days they just get it, you know? And then but imagine there's something to do. I go, I fix that thing, maybe go to another class if we're super busy. And then I come back to the office, sit down at my desk for that hour and a half. At whatever the next class time is, I think 2:30, I get up, I go. It's just like rinse, repeat. It's so chill. Very chill sort of job. It is. I love my job. I am very grateful to have this job, and it is a job that I'm happy about to have, mainly because it's a job where you don't take it home with you. Except for, I mean, literally during pandemic you do, but you know what I mean. Once you're done in the classroom, you're done. You don't have to think about it again. You don't like go, oh man, I have to write a report about this. Oh, I'll have to go home and write a bunch of emails talking about this room. No, you're done. The only complaint I have is the pay. I live well enough. I'm comfortable. But a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And I think I would never need to do another thing in my entire life. I would not need to look for anything else, ever. And it's a good feeling to have, you know, that you have security like that. Because like the benefits, by the way, I want to mention that the benefits are incredible. Like it's I'm not gonna say, I think I've mentioned it before, but I'm not gonna say it now. But the universe, because I don't want to completely give away everything about myself right now. I can't tell you where I told you where I work and all. I'm not gonna tell you the university. You can probably figure it out. But the place I work, the benefits are outstanding. You know? Now you do, because I told you. But the benefits are so good, and so not having the best pay sort of fixes itself with that, you know? It's like I have great insurance, I have great dental, I have great everything, I have great retirement. It's great, you know? Like I can't complain too much when I have those really good benefits running in the background. What was the question? What's going on with those couple weeks that you said were stressful? So, usually, always, every semester, the first week is going to be stressful, no matter what. Because that's when every professor comes back going, I forgot how to do everything. And every professor is like that. So you have to go into way more classrooms than normal in a way shorter amount of time than normal. And it's stressful, it's tiring. I'm never really stressed about it. It's just like you're constantly moving for an entire workday and you're just exhausted by the end of it, you know? It's good for the body maybe, but mentally, especially after summer break, when there's literally 3 months of nothing. You don't do during this. I can't. I feel bad saying this, but I can't overstate how much nothing there is to do during the summer at college. There's barely any classes. There's maybe like 3 courses at the university. The rest are online. And this is even before the pandemic. So there's not really much for you to do. So going from nothing, going from 0 to when school starts is about 100 in the span of like a week. It sucks. It fucks you up physically. What are they? 5 F5. So it's just like a stressful might be the wrong word, but it's just exhausting. But after that week, it's back to sort of just not nothing, but because there is stuff to do. You actually have to work during the school semester, but it's much more chill than the beginning of the semester. And the other week is not even the end of the semester, but like I said, in between semesters for fall and spring. That sort of 2 weeks of break that you have because the kids, the students go on winter break for like 3 weeks almost, maybe, I think. And we also get a break. The workers get a break as well. We get like a week and a half, I think, which is fucking awesome. It's a great break. But that 1 week before the break starts, and I think there's maybe 5 days, 4 days maybe, typically that you get when you come back before classes start, where we have to go through and make sure everything's working. Let's say maintenance, a lot of maintenance, and you have to check every classroom, and it can be tough. This most recent time was the toughest because we hadn't done maintenance really to this extent in almost a year and a half. So we had to be way more meticulous this time than normal. And it didn't help that this fucking part again. This was a nightmare with the other leg. Give me a second to... Oh, shit. Where'd you go? So, I will say, very graciously, I'm not upset they did this, but in lieu of how stressful it was for some people at our university to work last semester during the pandemic, they gave us paid leave to take either 5 days before or 5 days after the winter break. And for most people, it doesn't matter either way. You do whatever you want to do, and it's fine. You come back, you work, it's great, whatever. For us, where we have this sort of deadline of we have to fix all these classrooms before the semester starts, it's a bit more stressful. Because we have to figure out, okay, who's gonna go when, who's taking what break off, and then who's staying and who's doing what, and when and where, and for how long. And so I elected. I mean, this I would have done this anyway, but I elected to take the 5 days off after the break ends. Turns out that only one other person chose that, so we were stuck is the wrong word, but we were basically alone checking all these rooms by ourselves. And that wouldn't be a problem normally because, well, okay, it's only 2 of you, so do 2 persons worth of work. That seems fair. This dude is a overachiever. I like this guy. He's a nice guy. I don't want to make it sound like I don't like him. I don't want to bad talk him. He's good. He's a great worker. He's a very good coworker. But he is an overachiever. And so we did way more than we needed to. And that was the bummer because we worked our asses off. And then, to top it all off, we had to take a fucking month off anyway because of the Omicron virus. So all of that was really for nothing because we really had way more time than it initially seemed like. Which, I mean, it's funny It's kind of funny to think about, but goddamn, it bummed me out that we did so much work for basically no reason. I cannot overstate how tired I was at the end of that fucking 5 days with the two of us. It was exhausting. Did I do it right? Yeah, okay. It just seems. Why does it seem a bit lopsided? Okay. Time to flip over. My place seems nice. It does. I really like it. We also. My department is also sort of separate from everywhere else. So we have a lot of unique rules to us, such as this phone I'm using here is my work phone, and we have basically our own phone plans. And this is basically my phone. If I quit tomorrow, which I'm not going to do because why the fuck would I leave this job? If I quit tomorrow, I keep that phone. The phone that I had before this, I still have because it's mine. Benefits like that are just like they seem small, but they add up. Of like you just get all these nice things. What is next? Okay, so I built the legs. So now for the stream's final segment, the waist. So E, where's E? Here it is. Okay, 27, 26, 28. So this is 26. Gonna put this down first. But yeah, a lot of people get mad at me when I tell them, when I tell them about all this stuff because their jobs are super stressful. But I mean, I'm not just gonna lie, you know. Why do you have a personal phone then? Because so technically, even though this is my phone, I'm not. You're supposed to use it in mainly work ways. You have to. It is a work phone first until it's decommissioned, and then you can use it for whatever you want at any time. But this is a work phone first. So if they need it for something, if I need to use it for something, I have to use this phone, and only this phone. And also this way I can kind of keep my work and my personal life separate. Where if I take that with me outside, I'm not getting work emails all the time. You know, if I take this one with me, I'm not getting work emails all the time. I mean, not that I would fucking check them anyway, but it's annoying. You know, also my dad was a workaholic. He's retired now, thankfully. But and he is so much happier now. But I've seen what not separating work and personal life can do to someone, and it is not good. So just having it be completely compartmentalized, I think, is the best way to go about it. E23, and then D20. Where's E23? There it is. D20. There you are. Okay. Also, I also want to state that my work phone is an Android and my personal phone is an iPhone, and being able to have one of each is very good. But also, I'm one of the heathens that prefers iPhone over Android, even though Android has more customization and it might be more consumer friendly. The OS in the iPhone I prefer hands down. Something about it just gels with me more. And I also, before I got my job and got the work phone set up, I had a personal phone. And when that phone broke last year, my old work phone, which was my current work phone at the time, was old. And was also, so I don't want to say my old iPhone broke. My old iPhone was fine. It was just getting to the point where it was becoming so obsolete that I was getting notifications on my phone saying, very soon, you won't be able to use these apps anymore. Because that phone wasn't, I couldn't update the new iOS. They stopped supporting it. And so without those new iOSs, apps would gradually just stop supporting the older iOSs. Which you might say, well, then why do you prefer iPhone over Android? That would never happen with Android. And did I say shut up? What was I gonna say? So when I got that other phone, I decided, or when my other phone got upset, I was like, well, I'm not gonna use this phone. This one's just as obsolete, and it's old. It's sort of dingy. Like I barely do anything with that phone anymore anyway. I might sell it, honestly. I don't know. I'll see what I do with it. But that was last year. It wasn't until maybe 2 months ago now, maybe December, early December, when I was told that we were getting new phones. And I was like, fuck yeah, and I snagged one up immediately. And it's really good. It's just as good as if not better than my personal phone. But like I said, for the most part, I'm only supposed to mainly use it as a work phone. Using it for this isn't the biggest problem or anything, but it ain't something that they, I'm sure, would love if they knew about. But they wouldn't like tell me to stop or anything. But they wouldn't be happy. Where was I? C11, C17, C15. Huh? Okay, C11, C15. And then C17. Okay, so this looks weird. Okay, this slots. This is the I don't know what this is supposed to do, but this is a weird piece I'm making. Slots in there. And this one slots in here. I don't understand why this isn't all one pre-built piece. It's very bizarre. That's, I think, the most pieces I've put in something so tiny. E18 and F23. E18. Nice legs. Is this the hardest one you've done? No. The last one I did was the hardest one I've done, no question. That said, though, I haven't finished this yet, so maybe it'll get harder. But the last one was, not only was the last one the most fun, it was definitely the hardest. Before that one, though, I'd say it was one I built in 2020. The Kempfer, which was a master grade build. And that one was only the second one I'd ever done. And it was a doozy. This is gonna be so weird to do. Oh, this is killing me. Can you just stay put? I'm begging you. I'm begging you, bro. Stay where you are. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Do not understand why these need to be separate pieces. God damn it. Wow, this is a lot of detail on this one waist piece. C18, C10, C16. This is D. C10. Hopefully the detail isn't waste. Normally, like, my brain, when I read a comment out loud, I've sort of read it, my brain has sort of subconsciously read through it. and like I'll know a joke in the text before I read it out loud. That time my brain didn't catch it until I said it out loud. So like you caught me off guard with that one. Oh shit. Ooh. Okay. Hold on, I gotta check something real quick. Okay. So, more of this bullshit. I really don't like this piece at all. I don't understand why this is so detailed. Okay. F-23 again. Along with E9. Might be the end of that record. How much time? You know what? I'm not going to put on a new one. I think those two were good enough, wouldn't you say? Okay, so these. Oh fuck! Why'd I pick this one up? I'm close enough to being done that it doesn't really make sense to start another one, so I won't. Speaking of music, though, a record's coming out tomorrow that I'm very excited about. The artist Mondo Grosso is putting out the album Big World tomorrow. He's a Japanese electronic artist that I am in love with. And I'm very much... Oh, fuck. Fuck you. Piece of shit. You in this way, can't I? Yeah, I can. I can. Just do it. Just slot in. Oh, I almost got it. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck. Come on, I guess I gotta rip you out now. But anyway, it's coming out tomorrow. It might even be out. I guess it's tomorrow. It's February 9th, maybe in Japan. So it actually might be out now that I think about it. I'm very excited to give that shit a listen because I love that dude's music. He started making music again. Like he's like an early 2000s. Oh, I should probably clip this. Like late 90s, early 2000s, just like sort of R&B electronics musician. And he was good back then. Like he was decent back then. But his release in 2017 and his subsequent smaller record in 2018 are both very good. And in fact, I would go as far as to say that the one in 2017 is one of my favorite albums of all time. And that was the last time he put out a full album. Okay, this one worked out way better. Okay. So this is his newest full album, so I am chomping at the bits, baby, to get that shit started. Okay, and So you my lovely. You go here. Again, if this is all they're for, it really doesn't make sense that they're not all one piece. I do not get it. I do not like it. I don't understand the reasoning behind it. Just because? Just because they could? Maybe for this? I don't know. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't like it. Whatever. Moving on. C8, C3, and E16. So let's do the double C's first. C3. C3 and C8. Here we go. There we go. And then E16. Okay. So this one. So first off, I do this one here. I snap it onto this. Okay. And then you, my friend, go here. Weird. And so this then pops on like so. Oh my goodness gracious. Why are all these parts so complicated? It doesn't need to be at all. This could have just been one part. Why does it need to be three? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's like the one thing that's super reticulated too. It is why? Okay, so I gotta do that again for the other side. Yes, I do. But I only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 things left for the waist, and then that's it. That's crazy. C9, C4. I'll do C4 first, since I saw it first. C9 is where C8 was, but on the opposite side. Okay. And then, what was the other one again? E17. Okay, so I now take, is it this way? Yes, it is. And I snap it in like so. Take you little fucker. I snap you in like so. Then take this little fuck piece here. Slot it. Oh, no, you don't want to get slotted in. I'm slotting you in, dude. Okay. And so next up is A15. Two A15s. I'll cut both these out. A15. Oh, blue. Beautiful baby blue. Except actually it's not baby blue at all. It's very dark blue. Get both of these out. Also, before, I guess I may as well keep talking. Before I end the stream, I guess I should recommend the movie Nightmare Alley. Out now on HBO Max. I watched the original film, I think from 1947. I watched the original film of that movie a few weeks back. It was very good. I really enjoyed that movie. And I was very excited then to watch the remake of the Guillermo del Toro remake of that movie. And would you believe it was even better. I highly recommend it. In fact, I'm sure I would have liked it way more if I didn't know how it was gonna end. Or not even end, just like the major story beats. In fact, a lot of the scenes, surprisingly to me, for a movie made that long ago, has a lot of modern sensibilities in it in terms of filmmaking. I was surprised how good the story was and how much of that story is lifted and put into the remake. Like if you just watched the remake, you would think, oh wow, I wonder what the original one must have been like. It's the same movie, just it's newer, so it's made better, you know. Though I do think the newer movie makes a couple better choices overall with the script. Nightmare Alley, a Guillermo del Toro joint. This slots into here. Come on. Is it the right way? Oh no. Ooh, that was close. That makes a lot of sense as to why it wasn't working. Then, you. Slot into here. But yeah, I recommend the movie a lot. It's very good. And then you dirty motherfucker, you slot into it like this. Is there not like a cap on this? This feels like it's supposed to be covered up by something else, but I guess not. Maybe like a weapon or something can be hitched there, I guess. Okay, so then the other one is C14. I'm basically gonna be done in like 5 minutes, so I just want to also point out. So just I hope you're ready. Pray for the grand finale of me putting the legs onto the waist. E24. But yeah, it's on HBO Max if you're interested in a good film. It's pretty long, I'll admit. Pretty long movie. But length, in my opinion, shouldn't be a major deterrent. Okay, and then you... Oh boy, that's a big one. Couple of big ones. Damn. Okay. Okay, and then now that I've hold on, I want to take a picture real quick. Well, it's not on a 30-hour show, so it's not too much to commit for watching. That's true. I always forget that, and I mean I do this too. So I'm not saying like this is other people do this, but like when something's on the internet, like a movie, it's not like people watch it all in one sitting. It's long, but yeah, it's in the scheme of TV shows, it's really nothing. It's like 4 episodes of a half an hour show and 2 of an hour show. So yeah, it's really not the greatest commitment of your life. Okay. Damn, this is gonna be tiny. God damn, I guess the new Gundam was just huge. Well, believe it or not, we're at the end of the stream. I have built the legs and the waist tonight, and also this core fighter, which I assume will act as sort of the back of the Gundam. Once I completely finish it, I'll slot this into the back of it, I assume. Don't see any other parts that would make up the crossbone, so it's got to be that. So next time, maybe I might do this tomorrow. I might wait till the weekend. I'm not sure. I'm definitely gonna finish it before. Let me put it with this. This time next week, I should be done. Whether that means that I do it tomorrow, Thursday, Sunday, or Tuesday a week from now, I'm going to try to get this finished by this time next week. That's my goal. Not my promise, because I don't promise shit no more. But that's my goal. Stop now looks great. Honestly, it does look very good. I know that you're just fucking with me, but I really like how this looks. This particular kit that I bought, this one and the last one I bought with the titanium finish, were expensive, but they were worth it. They look so good, and I don't have to do much drawing on them, and by that I mean none, so that is even better. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you next time, whether that's tomorrow or whatever. I think a shelf of just Gundam legs would be funny. I'm sure that the biggest enthusiasts do stuff like that. A lot of them. So with these kits, you build like the skeletal frame on the inside, like the what if it was like on the show, for example, would be there's all like the mechanical like joints and like all the skeletal mechanics. And a lot of people buy 2 of these kits, one to build the whole thing, and then a second one to showcase like this frame to make it look like it's being built, like a work in progress. I'm never gonna do that. I don't care that much. But yeah, thank you for watching. It's a good time. I'll see you next time. Bye.